overall thoughts, I thought we got beat by a team that was a little more determined, a little hungrier than we were. I thought Northeastern played extremely well tonight. I thought we played really well in the third period. Halfway through the second, we started to come on a little bit. But in general, we were a victim of a couple of tough goals. And second week in a row that we give up a face-off goal off an interference play that isn't called. That made it 2-1, and it was tough to watch at the end of the period. What time was that? That was 2 minutes to go into the first period. Other than that, I thought that some guys played well, some guys, for us, didn't have any way the nights we needed them to have. And I also thought that some nights it just doesn't bounce your way. We had some bad puck luck, and they had some pretty good puck luck. In general, we were outworked.
Disappointing to see this tonight in that it's a little bit of deja vu to some degree from last week, and not enough of a consistent effort against the same team.
Yeah, well, give them credit, as I say. They work hard. They're a real good team. They've been a real good team second half of the year. A lot of older guys that have been here before and done all this. And, I've seen these games. I thought we were tentative sometimes. It showed up tonight more often than it has in the past. We were tentative with the puck coming out of our zone. We got 19 shots on the power play and only got 1 goal. So it's. I think he played very well, but I also think we rushed shots and hit him in the chest a few times. It was not our best effort against a team that I thought played extremely well.
Coach, how do you explain your team not having their best effort and not being determined enough in the playoffs?
If I had an answer to that, I'd write a book.
Coach, can you just talk about that stretch early in the second period where you had a pretty lackluster power play and then they came right back and got the goal after?
We had a pretty lackluster power play and they got right back and got the goal after. The first half of the second period I thought was the worst time for us. I thought the second half of the second period we played really well, had the puck down their zone quite a bit, controlling the puck, getting some opportunities, but still 4-1 at the end of the period. So we will get one too late. Failure in the third on the power play, but could have liked to capitalize quicker. The next one that would have been some pressure on us. We'd have to get that one that would make it next goal to equalize.
Seems like there were a couple of goals that Kieran probably wanted back.
Yeah, I'm sure that one of them went off one of our defensemen. He's all set to catch the glove. Puck here, and one of my defensemen hit it with his glove and knocked it in the net. The goal on the interference off the face-off, it should not have been a goal. But then even then, puck hit off one of my defensemen and went up over his shoulder. And the one where the kid came in off the angle and net was off afterwards was definitely a goal. But it kind of just, my guy chopped at it, and because he chopped at it, the puck had trickled through his pads right through his pad. It never would happen if the guy just came in alone and nobody touched him. So I'm sure that I think Kieran was a victim of bad circumstances tonight, more than bad goals. I thought he played pretty well. Right after 4-1, he made a couple of big. Once we made it 4-2, he made a couple of big saves too. So, I wasn't displeased with his play. I was displeased with our focus and intensity.
You talked last weekend about having to adjust the power play for Northeastern's pretty conservative penalty kill.
They didn't do that tonight. They expanded more tonight and pressured us more, which was, in some ways, we like that. I mean, probably the reason why we got 19 shots. But as I said, a lot of them hit his chest. Obviously, we put my opinion.
We saw the block shots on there, but it was 24-8 in their favor.
They blocked a lot of those in the power play situations. We attempted a lot of shots. We attempted a lot more, and they blocked a lot more. We tried to block a few that went in our net, so there weren't a lot of good opportunities for us to block shots. They moved the puck pretty well in their first 2 power plays. After that, we did a pretty good job. They did a great job competing all 3 zones, and that shows up in the block shots.
Jack, were you guys nervous being in your head pairwise for the NCAA tournament this morning, or is it just surviving each day?
Say that again?
Did is the NCAA and the pair wise even in your head, or is it just now?
No, we knew we probably couldn't get anywhere until unless we went out east, so certainly have to get to the Garden, maybe get to the final games. That's the last thing on our mind. What was on our mind? I thought we were ready to play. I don't think it was that. We weren't worried about anything else except Northeast.
Coach, what needs to change for tomorrow night?
Pardon?
What needs to change for tomorrow night?
We have to play better. We have to play better in all three zones. We have to be more determined with and without the puck. We weren't very thorough tonight with the puck. We weren't passing the puck as well as we could. And we have to battle better for loose pucks. We have to do a lot more of what we did sometimes during that time, and not anywhere near as consistently.
Coach, next goal ended up in the third. How's he feeling?
I have no idea. We'll back out next time. So. When you come off the ice, you mean, that was a skate broken.
And going, go ahead.
Obviously, they got the one goal, but overall, what are your thoughts on the fourth one tonight?
I thought they played well. I thought Nieto played terrific tonight. I thought the fourth line played very well. I thought that was our most consistent line as far as they gave up a goal too, but I thought they played extremely well and they were physical. I thought Joey Pereira played pretty well, gave us a good game, but I don't think some of our important forwards showed us what they need to show us. I thought Dave Wasowski played well tonight for his first game back. In a pretty physical game, he played pretty well.
And going back to tomorrow, what's the mindset going to be? Is it going to be just another game, or is it going to be this could be our last game of the season?
If their mindset was just another game, they would have to be from Mars, wouldn't they? How can you think they're going to think this is just another game? So the answer to your question, their mindset is anything but that statement.
Yeah.
Anything else?